Ma'am, could you please upload the previous class recordings into the classroom?
It's already done. You can just check it.
Okay, I'll just check it.
One of you can please check and tell me.
There are only 4 videos.
Yeah.
That's all
First,
right.
yeah. My previous class video, it's there, where I have discussed the solved problems from the textbook. Yes?
Checking it, ma'am. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, it is available.
It's there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So after this
Yes,
class,
yes, yes.
I'll post this video also, today's video.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So let's get started with the first problem. Again, I'm repeating, if anybody is not writing down, not solving, kindly do the needful, because these problems are important and you should know how to solve. They are not very difficult. You can solve them easily provided you know all the equations that are required to solve the problems. So this is the first problem. This method of discussing the problems, is it okay? Are you all understanding and are comfortable with this mode?
Ma'am, if
Yes?
possible, can you go a little slower than last time?
I'll go slow, but this animation mode of presentation, is it fine?
Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
it's
yes, that's fine.
doable.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Because
Fine.
the video thing didn't work out, and the classroom teaching, the board teaching is also again going to be in the video mode, where you all have requested that there is a lot of consumption of your data. Therefore, I thought this should be the best way to handle the problems. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So this is okay, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the problem statement that you can see on the screen. I'll just read the problem statement for y'all. A certain part is routed through 6 machines in a batch production plant. The setup and operation times for each machine are given in the table below. The batch size is 100 and the average non-operation time per machine is 12 hours. Determine first manufacturing lead time and second the production rate for operation 3. So you see this table here, this table, it is showing you the setup time in hours, the operation time in minutes. So here you have TSU, here you have TC. But this is given with respect to every machine. There are 6 machines. So one part, it is routed through all these 6 machines. This is the problem statement, and you have to determine manufacturing lead time and the production rate for operation 3. So before we proceed, just write down what is the given data, what are the things that you can understand from this given problem statement. What is given, you just note it down first. So this is the given data. Just write this as n naught. I have written it as n is equals to 6 by mistake. This is n naught is equals to 6. Kindly note this is n naught is equals to 6. You can refer back to the equations that we have discussed, what is manufacturing lead time and how we can find manufacturing lead time. If you refer to those equations with respect to batch production, because the problem statement makes it very clear that we are solving the problem for batch production. Here you can see batch production. Okay. So with respect to batch production, how you can find manufacturing lead time? What is the equation to find manufacturing lead time? So from this problem statement, we know what is N naught. It is number of operations through which the work unit has to be routed. That is, you have 6 machines, so N naught is going to be 6. What is the batch size? Q, it is 100 parts. Here it is specified in the problem statement. Batch size is 100. Average non-operation time is given, that is TNO, that is 12 hours. And you have to determine what is manufacturing lead time and the rate of production or production rate for operation 3. So first let's see. From this table that is given in the problem statement, from this we can get what is the average setup time and what is the average operation time. So kindly find the average setup time and the average operation time from this table that is given here.
Ma'am, 4 and 4.5.
So average setup is 4 hours. All are getting this. It's simple. You just have to sum this and divide it by 6 because you have 6 machines. Same you have to do for operation time. You just add all of these values and then divide it by 6. So average setup time, it is 4 hours, and TC, that is average operation time, it is 4.5 minutes. So do you want to keep TC in minutes or you want to take it in hours? It depends upon you. If you want to convert it into hours, convert it, or later you can convert it. So TC value is 4.5 minutes or 0.075 hours. All are getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. got it.
So why we have to find TC and T setup? Because these terms are required, these values are required in order to get the solution for manufacturing lead time. So you have the equation for manufacturing lead time. We know it is N naught into TSU plus Q into TC plus TN naught. This is a equation. This is the equation which we are going to use in order to get manufacturing lead time with respect to batch production. You can refer back to your notes. So this is the equation. Please substitute all the values and tell me what is the answer.
141 hours.
I'm giving you another 1 minute to finish this. Let everybody get the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all of you have got the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you have got this answer, 141 hours.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, now let us find what is the production rate for operation 3. Now we know what is production rate. It is number of hours that is required for one part to be produced. Now they are asking you in specific with respect to the third operation, that is on the third machine, how many parts will be produced in an hour. Okay, so if you refer back to this here, this is the third operation. Machine number 3, setup time is 8 hours and operation time is 10 minutes. What is the equation for finding out rate of production? We know it is given by this equation, 60 divided by TP or 1 divided by TP. When do we use 1 divided by TP? If the values are already converted to hours. If the values are taken in minutes, then you'll have to take this 60 into consideration, convert the minutes into hours, and then find the hourly production rate. So having known how to find RP, it is given by 1 divided by TP. Do we know how to find TP? Yes. With respect to batch production
Ma'am,
again.
you have given us like
Yeah.
You have given us the equation like RP is equals to 60 by TC.
For mass production or for batch production?
Wait a minute.
Ma'am, it's for mass production.
Now
For
we are
batch
solving
production,
the
it is
problem
correct.
with respect to batch or mass production.
Batch production, ma'am.
Yeah, so refer to those equations. Refer to the equations with respect to batch production. So I've already shown here TP is given by TB by Q. We know what is the equation to get TB with respect to batch production. That is T setup plus Q into TC. Now we want RP only with respect to operation 3. So you only refer to the values of TS and TC with respect to operation 3.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Why don't we consider the non-operation time in this also?
Non-operation time here is not taken into consideration because we are talking about batch production, and the problem statement is asking you only to find production rate with respect to one single operation. So non-operation time basically includes those things like you have the delays that happen, there are some breakdowns. But when you're talking with respect to one single machine, those things are neglected here.
So, ma'am, we consider for the whole operation, for 6 of them, then we have to consider non-operation time.
See, when we are talking about the production rate of production, okay, we do not have this into consideration, non-operation time. Of course, when we are talking about the manufacturing lead time, that time this element of non-operation comes into consideration. Now we are solving it for rate of production with respect to that particular machinery. So we do not consider non-operation time here. Non-operation time comes in picture when we want the total time spent by the part. Here we are talking about production rate. We want only that productive time. Okay, therefore in this equation of production rate, you will not come across this non-operation time. But if you consider manufacturing lead time equation, you have non-operation time taken into consideration. Because manufacturing lead time is the total time since the entry of the part till the exit of it, till it is finished and completely sent out. So that time all of these come into consideration.
Okay, thank
Clear?
you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Then we have to take T setup average time.
Here you have to take the T setup average time. Yes, you have to take only operation time because they have asked for operation 3. You will be considering that. Sorry. 1 second. I'll just refer back to the data.
Setup time for
We
third.
have to take specific only third operation, right? So
Yeah,
8
it is
and 10.
eight, right? It is eight. Yeah, you'll have to take it with respect to operation 3.
So that
Yeah,
will
it is
be
8.
and
So I have
10
taken
minutes,
it by
right?
mistake. So it is going to be 8. So please change this 4 to 8. What will be the answer?
Ma'am,
Answer
24.6.
is correct.
Same, ma'am. Answer
It is
same.
correct.
24.67 hours.
Correct. Yeah, 24.67. But
Same answer.
Yes,
is
ma'am.
okay. Okay. So answer is correct. Once you get TB, next you can find TP. What is TP? It is TB divided by Q. Refer to the equations. Now get what is the production rate with respect to operation number 3. It is 1 divided by TP. Why I have taken 1 divided by TP? Because we have already converted the values in hours. Wherever it was in minutes, we have already taken care of that. We have converted into hours, and therefore we are taking it as 1 divided by TP instead of 60 divided by TP. If it was in minutes, if this value of TP, answer of TP, was in minutes, then we would have considered the constant 60 here. But as we already have it in hours here, we don't have to consider the constant 60 here. So it's a simple substitution. Check the units.
4 pieces, ma'am.
It will be
4.06
4.05
okay. Unit
4.05.
Products per
piece
hour.
per hour.
Piece per hour. Piece per hour.
piece or part or unit, anything is okay. So you get this as the answer for production rate.
Ma'am, should we
All are
round it
getting
off?
it? Yes.
Ma'am, should we round it off like 4.0? So should we keep it
Yeah,
as
you
4?
can round it up. Or you can keep it as it is, no problem.
Okay.
It's your choice. Okay, all can follow this common practice of rounding it off. All of you round it off better. So it will be 4 pieces per hour. So first problem is clear, simple.
Yes, ma'am.
Only thing is you have to be very sure about the problem statement. When you read the problem statement, whether you are solving for mass production, whether you are solving for batch production, based on that your equations will change. So read the problem statements carefully. Okay. So I'm giving half a minute for those who have not finished it to finish it. Please copy it down correctly. Only one mistake here I have done is the setup time I have taken it as 4 instead of 8. Please make that change, make that correction. Rest of the things are correct. Okay, let's proceed to the next problem. This is problem number 3.2 from the textbook. Please read this carefully. Suppose the part in the previous problem is made in a very large quantities on a production line in which an automated work handling system is used to transfer the parts in between the machines. Transfer time between stations will be 15 seconds. The total time required to set up the entire line is 150 hours. Assume that the operation time at the individual machine remains the same. Determine manufacturing lead time for a part coming off the line, production rate for operation number 3, and theoretical production rate for the entire production line. So this is the problem statement. This problem basically is in continuation with the first problem. In continuation in the sense, they have just taken the reference of first problem, that is 3.1. The 3.1 problem was with respect to batch production. Now you have to solve this problem with respect to mass production, because they have said that suppose if that same previous part is produced in a very large quantity, therefore it goes into mass production. So when it comes to mass production, they are saying that we are going for an automated work handling system. So we all understand what is work handling system. So that work handling system is completely automated. For example, maybe there is a robotic arm which is going to take the part from one station and keep it on the next station. Okay, that's just an example of this automated work handling system. So if you consider one machine, and besides that there is another machine, in between the two there is a robotic arm which is just going to lift the part from the station number 1 and quickly place it on station number 2. That is what we mean here by automated work handling system, is used to transfer the parts between machines. So that robotic arm that I'm talking about, that is going to transfer the parts in between station in just 15 seconds. So transfer time between stations is 15 seconds. And the total time required for setup in the entire line is 150 hours. So just write down what is the given data and what you have to find out.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Now from next time, like if you gave us the questions to be discussed in the class before the class, then it would be helpful. Like we were copying the question and you were
Don't copy
going
down the
through.
question. Don't copy down the questions.
Ma'am, like when you
Refer
go
to,
for the next slide, then the question will be like we can't get the data again.
therefore you have to write down the things that are given. Therefore I give you time to write the given data first and what you have to find. If you want, I can again shift back to the previous problem. I mean, if you want to see the problem statement, you can request, I will get back to it. But once you write the given data and you know what you have to find out, you don't need the problem statement again. I mean, it's not going to be very important to again read the problem statement once you know what you have to find out and what is already given. But anyways, if you want the problem statement to be shown again, I can do it. You can request me, I'll show it.
Okay.
Because these problem statements are there in the textbook, you need not note them down, and also the same will be shared with you. So simply don't note down the problem statement. Just note down the problem numbers correctly for your reference. So as we are solving the problem for mass production, refer to the equations of manufacturing lead time with respect to mass production. So all I've noted down what is the given data and what you have to find from it, what you have to determine.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else given other than that? They have just specified the transfer time between stations is 15 seconds. So we have written TR as 15 seconds. And what is the total time the total time required to set up the entire line? So setup time is given as 150 hours. This is the only data that is given. Okay, you have to find MLT, you have to find what is RP for third operation and theoretical RP for the entire production line. Okay, so when I say RP for operation number 3 here, again you have to refer to the data in this table. So if you want, you can just write down this table. Just okay, so what is the equation for manufacturing lead time with respect to mass production? Is this equation correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, substitute the values. We know what is N0, we know what is TR, and do we know what is max of T0? From the table that I just showed,
Yes, ma'am.
what is it?
10 minutes, ma'am.
It is 10 minutes. TR we know it is 15 seconds. So you can either convert everything to minutes or you can convert everything to hours and get the answer for manufacturing lead time. So here it is. You know N0 value is 6. TC with respect to mass production is what? It is TR plus max of T0. So this is 15 seconds divided by 6. So I have converted 15 seconds to minutes plus 10 minutes. That is max of T0. Now what makes you say that this is max of T0? What is max of T0? This is the bottleneck station, right? And from the table that I had just shown, which machine or which operation is taking maximum time? Maximum operation time?
Ma'am, third operation.
Third.
only.
What is the value of operation time there?
10.
It is 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Right? So that is the bottleneck station, and that therefore that is max of T0. That is max T0. So as I already told, whenever it comes to mass production, and if you have one of the station taking maximum time as compared to all other stations, then that station will be responsible for deciding the pace of operation. That station will be responsible for determining what will be the total time or the manufacturing lead time taken by that part to complete its journey from the entry till the exit. So whenever it comes to mass production, bottleneck station is important. You should know which is the bottleneck station and what is the time associated with it. And how do you identify the bottleneck station if it is not specified? From the data, you should see which operating time is maximum as compared to others. So in our case, it is operation number 3 where the operating time or the operation time is 10 minutes. What is the answer you get here? Manufacturing lead time for mass production?
61.5 minutes.
61.5 minutes. All are getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let us proceed to the next. So do you want to keep 61.5 in minutes or you want to convert it into hours? You can convert it into hours.
1.025 hours.
Okay. So moving to the next part of the solution, you have to find what is the production rate for operation number 3. Now production rate for operation number 3, is it going to be the same as in the previous case?
No, ma'am.
No, because that was for the problem number 1, where we found the production rate for operation 3. It was with respect to batch production. But now we are talking about mass production. And we have an equation for mass production to find out what is the production rate. So go to the problem, the equations.
$60 by TC, ma'am.
60 by TC. Now, do we know what is TC with respect to mass production? We have just written here also. TC is what? TR plus max of T naught. Correct?
Ma'am, in order to calculate MLT, why are we not considering setup time?
Because this is for mass production, and with respect to mass production, the setup time is neglected. I think it is given in the problem statement. Let me just check. It's not given. See, what happens is with respect to mass production, no? Now, this example that we are talking about, if you can relate, this is a flow line type of mass production where you have these stations arranged in a certain sequence. So whenever we talk about mass production, the entire production line, it is set up in advance. So the setup time is usually not taken into consideration because that is done in advance. And once you start with the process, there is no time that is wasted in setting up the things again, because it's mass production. When it comes to batch production, what happens? You have, say, 100 parts produced in one go, and then you have to wait again
Let's check on the